Hi legends, welcome back. Today, you've seen the title, Swifties Rise. We're going to be watching Taylor Swift Miss Americana, the Netflix documentary that came out years and years and years ago. I am seeing Taylor Swift live at the ERAS tour this weekend. I am so excited, like I actually cannot believe this is happening, and after the events that have recently happened, I am a little cautious as to whether this is still going to go ahead or not, but fingers crossed it does. In preparation and in excitement for this, we're going to be watching this documentary together. I've already made a ton of friendship bracelets. Today I have one that my friend Olivia made. It says Rebecca, my name on there. Then I have one that says what's a girl gonna do, and then I have the I'm so depressed one because it makes sense. We're gonna watch this. If you want to see the full-length reaction to this movie, that'll be available down below on my Patreon, along with all of my other full-length movie and TV episode-by-episode reactions. Feel free to check me out on my socials, especially if you want to see some ERAS tour content for when I go, which would be pretty soon from when this is posted, because I'm going on the 17th and 19th, so I will be there. And if you want to trade bracelets, come say hi. Oh, and check me out on my socials. Oh no, subscribe. Bruh, she's so real for that, for having all those journals. She's such a girly pop. I love it.
You know, my entire moral code as a kid and now is a need to be thought of as good.
The needing to be thought of as good is so draining because it makes you a yes person who finds it so hard to say no, even if it goes against like what you morally want. And I feel for her because that is sometimes such an awkward situation to be in, because you literally feel trapped inside your own mind because you cannot say no for the life of you, even if you know you need to say no. To always have that weight of, like in her song Mirrorball, like always needing to assess the situation to be that version of you for that group of people. And it's not necessarily being a fake person, it's just wanting to be an accepted person. But girly, draining. Been there, done that, tired. I'm still not over it. Like, I still haven't figured a way out of it. I love seeing these old, like, VHS tapes. It feels so homey and nostalgic. Wait, this was for the US Open? For the tennis US Open she sung? That is mind-boggling. I am happy. That's how you know. That's how you know she was born to be, like, playing music. Sorry, we're gonna pause this a lot, but the fact that she was that excited about a guitar at that age tells you everything you need to know about her. That she was so grateful, so excited for that guitar, and that it really meant a lot to her, and that's so lovely to see. You guys really made the right person famous, and it's so good for once to see that, because so evidently time and time again we see maybe they shouldn't have been, you know? But I'm yet to see that of Miss Swiftie.
Gonna listen to her CD today.
Every kid ever, like, get the camera out my face, please.
Taylor, you're doing.
Bro, can we bring back her curly hair? It's so pretty. Like, put the straighteners away, girly. Get rid of those straighteners. I don't know how to explain it, but she's always been so Taylor Swift, so authentically herself. You can see it because, like, just every single movement she does is so Taylor. And I know she is Taylor, but, like, do you know what I mean? Some people seem like they've had such cultivated careers and personas, but she's always been Taylor. Like, the girl she was then is the girl she is now.
In the middle of the night,
and you want to say she can't sing?
You should see the things we do, baby. Ooh, I take my time.
I'm gonna pause that. One thing I do wish, though, that more artists would do, like, I think this is what people are really interested in for the behind the scenes. I would love to see, like, for this Reputation Stadium tour, I would have loved to have seen, like, just a collection of footage of her literally behind the scenes at the tour, just getting ready, doing her warm-ups. I'd love to see that whole process, putting the whole show together. I'm hoping she does it with the ERAS tour, or the ERAS tour, however you want to say it, because I feel like that's so interesting. Like, yes, this documentary is great. It's lovely to see a documentary, but I really want to see those kind of behind the scenes moments, like that 5-second clip there we got of her singing. Give me more of that. Play. Bro, the adrenaline she must feel right before she goes on stage, like right there, must be actually insane. Like, how do you come down from that? Part of me wishes I got to see the Reputation Stadium tour live, but I wasn't a Swiftie back then, so that's my fault. But this looks so iconic. I need to watch the movie.
Everybody was so happy watching it.
See, even Taylor there, growing up and everything, is still like the people pleaser. Like, she wants everyone to enjoy it. And of course you want people to enjoy your show. But like, that being one of the main takeaways speaks volumes about her mentality.
Right now, in the big categories of album, record, song, you are not nominated.
I just need to make a better record.
Well, Reputation is a great record.
No,
It's absolutely shocking that Reputation wasn't nominated. Like, Reputation is so good. That is shocking. You have Getaway Car on an album and that's not nominated? It's suspicious.
Okay, I'll call you right back.
okay, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
The little voice crack. Oh, she was that bad. Crying in her home. Oh, I'm a me lover forever, okay? No pun intended. But you me haters out there are so not fun. It's such a fun song, does not deserve the hate that it got.
And then you say that you'll never find another like me.
Oh, I love seeing the creative writing process. Especially with her, because it just like comes to us so quick. It's so rare for people to be able to articulate ideas. It's go from mind to actual physical idea.
I think you look like you might need a rest.
I don't need a rest.
Bro, I think he needed a break. He was like hinting like, girlie, I think it's time we take a break. His lunch was 3 hours ago.
There's so much pressure going into putting new music out. If I don't beat everything I've done prior,
It's so
it'll be
weird to see like
deemed as like a cold.
It's so weird to see just a whole big executive table like this. Like, obviously there's going to be a big team behind Taylor Swift. It's like, duh. But when you think of Taylor Swift, you don't think of this kind of all old white male team sitting there. It's just wild. It looks so corporate. And when you think of Taylor Swift, you just think of like fun girly pop. Wild. I'd be intimidated because I don't like old male style power men.
There's gonna be from 16 to 20 songs on it, is what I'm guessing it's gonna end up at. That's what
Her mum being a number one supporter. Everyone else is so unimpressed. They're like, oh, a new album? Okay. Like, God, she said 16 to 20 something out songs? We're lucky to get that these days.
We can leave the Christmas up.
See, I love seeing this, like how the ideas are formulating in her mind and how they weren't quite there at some points.
This is a song I wrote yesterday, and I really like it because it's just so happy.
At age 13, I was at one of my ugliest stages. Yes, I could play piano, but I wasn't doing anything. I was playing Toontown or Club Penguin still.
That made her the youngest person in history to write and perform a #1 country song.
That's such a big accomplishment, and I feel like it goes over a lot of people's heads because she's accomplished so much.
But when you're living for the approval of strangers, and that is where you derive all of your joy and fulfillment,
It's dangerous.
one bad thing can cause everything.
Oh my god, she's so Hannah Montana coded there.
I sing country music, so thank you so much for giving me a chance to win a VMA award.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish.
This bit is so messed up because a man inserting himself in a space where a woman is succeeding. Shocking? Not really. But like, shut up, just sit down. No one needed this. His ego was way too high. She's a teen here as well, especially. Like, mind your business. Oh my goodness. Also, there's more going on in the world than an award show, and like at the end of the day, it wasn't that deep. He, a grown man, did not need to do this to a young teen girl.
But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Oh, that's just embarrassing as well, because like, poor Beyonce, don't drag her into this. Like, she didn't ask for this. No, who let him up on stage for? Like, why did no one stop him? I love how no one on stage looks impressed by that. They all look so stunned that he would come up and do that.
I can name you 10 or 15 people that he wouldn't have gone up there and taken that mic away from, but he did it with a 17-year-old girl because he could.
Exactly. He worded that so perfectly. He would not have done that to a man. Let's put it that way. If there was a man up on stage, he would not have done that. He would not have done that to someone he respected, basically any male peer. So disgusting. Trash. I really don't understand how so many people like Kanye West though, because all the things he said and done, I don't know how you redeem that from a person.
At the time, I didn't know they were booing him doing that.
Exactly, the poor
I thought
girlie.
that they were booing me.
23, that's me! That's me. The most iconic performance of All Too Well. And this dress was so beautiful, and the way they did her hair. A-stars all around. Oh, Miss Bob was out here. Although this was a tough era for her, I know that much. Sometimes it's hard to watch this era just knowing how much she was struggling, especially as someone who themselves has had the similar issues mentally.
Taylor Swift has done something only the Beatles have done. An album at #1 for 6 weeks for 4 consecutive albums.
Then mentioning the Beatles again, I want to say there's a whole debate, you know, about whether you could actually claim whether Taylor Swift can be compared to the Beatles, and I really think she's at the point where she's surpassed them. Unpopular opinion, maybe you don't want to hear it, but I mean, look at the Eras tour, look at the crowds they're drawing in outside the shows. Well, look, not there, she is. I think that surpasses the Beatles. Oh, the greatest bridge in history. If this is my surprise song, I'll eliminate myself. Like, I don't think I'd be able to take it. I don't know how this wasn't on the set list. Like, it's actually criminal.
Yeah, there's a part of me that feels like I'm 57 years old, but then there's a part of me that's like, definitely not ready to have kids, definitely not ready for all this grown-up stuff.
I love that she's saying that at 28. Like, I love that. Because I'm glad she's so open about it as such a public figure. Because girly same.
Get a really big dog. That's good, Mom. Yeah, well, that's what it is. Happy that worked out for you. I'm sorry you had kids. I'm sorry. That's really what it is.
Do you really care if the internet doesn't like you today? If your mom's sick from her chemo?
That is so true. It's all about perspective, isn't it? Like, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day what people think online if the actual people you care about in your life aren't doing well.
Oh. And...
Bro, I wonder if she still has that chair in her house. I don't know if she still loves London as much as she used to, and I wouldn't blame her.
Oh, that's fine. That's honestly just what I wanted. Yeah. You're like,
it's so nice to see a house that actually has detail, design. I don't know if that's actually Taylor's house, but it looks lived in, which is so rare. Sometimes those celebrity house tours, they look so like museums rather than actual places someone lives. All I know is that this is messed up because this is where she lives and people are waiting outside. Like, read a room, please.
In any way proud of it, but I tend to get triggered by something, or like someone said that I looked pregnant or something, and that'll just trigger me to just starve.
Now, I'm so confused how people may or may not have seen this, regardless if you've seen this or not. Remember that recent picture of her at the Eras tour with that orange bodysuit, and people were like, oh my god, why would you make a comment about her? Like, what in your mind thinks it's okay to ever comment on someone's body, and why would you even say that? Like, why would you say you think she looks? Why? What's wrong with you? Honestly, I just don't understand how some people don't know how to keep their mouth shut. And that applies to online too. Keep your mouth shut. I don't know why people think that online you're allowed to just say anything. Like, out-of-pocket things. Because you're not. You're still putting that energy out into the world. But yes, I like as well how openly she speaks about this, because again, I was saying about how the 1989 era was definitely a hard time to watch and to see that she also had a difficult time during that time. But no, I'm like, girly, can relate. Still has issues. Still going through it. It's a whole lifelong process, I believe.
I thought that I was just like supposed to feel like I was going to pass out at the end of a show or in the middle of it. I thought that was
It's so nice to see her look so strong now.
No, at the time I really don't think I knew it. I would have defended it to anyone who said, I'm concerned about you. I was like, what are you talking about? Of course I eat, it's perfectly normal, I just exercise a lot. I don't think you know you're doing that when you're doing it gradually.
She worded that so perfectly, because I myself struggled, and it was very much like that. That's exactly what she's saying. Would defend it to anyone that I was fine, that what you're doing is fine, that nothing's going on. And because it is happening so gradually, you don't even realise it, and you don't even realise that you're doing it to yourself in some ways. It's like kind of just becoming normal. So it's nice to have her put that into words.
Better to think you look fat than to look sick. And
so true.
We don't do that anymore.
I love that she said that as well, because some people get ill and don't have the privilege of looking healthy anymore.
I just wanted to show the legs, because as I was telling you ahead of time, you're going to walk home with more than maybe just a trophy tonight. I think lots of men. I'm not going to walk home with any men tonight.
What kind of thing was that to say? Like, what is wrong with some of these people? It's absolutely shocking.
I don't buy the story that she was so insulted by that one line. I think she saw an opportunity to be victimized here, and she thought everybody was going to get on her side.
You know how disappointing that is, though, to see women putting other women down like that? it's not her looking for an opportunity to be the victim. She was the victim in the situation. Big difference there between choosing to be a victim and actually being the victim.
Hashtag Taylor Swift is over party was the #1 trend on Twitter.
I remember when this trended on Twitter. It's absolutely insane.
You know
So
how
I don't
many
really
people have
know
to be
what was
treated
going
like they
on.
hate you for that to happen? Nobody physically saw me for a year. And that was what I thought they wanted.
Honestly, I'm glad she disappeared for like 2 years. It was probably the best thing she could have done for herself.
Had a really wonderfully normal, balanced, grounded life.
Is she in the UK there? Because she was on the right side of the
wanted our
road.
relationship to be private.
Because sorry, she was driving on the left, but she was on as well the right side. So she was in an English car. Okay, Mr. Joe. I don't think he deserves all the hate he's getting though. Another unpopular opinion, I know, but I don't think he does deserve all that.
Even though it was really horrible, I was happy. But I wasn't happy in the way that I'd been trained to be happy.
Oh my god, we love relearning. We love that for her.
Without
like pure happiness.
Else.
But I love that she relearned that and she was able to find happiness in a different way other than just getting the applause and all the achievements. Because that's so going to be detrimental to your health in the long run.
Time to do vocals. What are you doing?
I'm turning on my party shoes for vocals.
Good. We've never really gotten a good take without them, have we?
They're the magic behind all of Taylor Swift's albums. Another great bridge.
In the motel bar, took the money.
Took the money in the bag and I stole
Took the money
in the bag and I stole the keys. That was the last time you ever saw me.
That's so good though, the way they both could come up with the idea so quickly, bouncing off each other. And this song, I love it so much. It's one of my favourite songs of hers. Very popular opinion, I know.
Kawaii! Oh, and I love these. It's fun to make the heart like this.
I would love to say I'd play it cool, but I don't think I'd play it cool meeting her. I think I'd be absolutely gobsmacked. I think I'd really be starstruck by her.
I'd just like you to be a witness for something special, Miss Taylor Swift.
Oh my god, this is so awkward. This is so awkward. Why would you do this? Why would you do this in front of Taylor Swift? During your special moment with Taylor Swift, why would you?
The special token
like,
of my love.
It's just so awkward. Like, you've got Taylor Swift just standing there watching you get engaged.
You guys engaged now? This is oh my god, that's amazing.
Oh, that's so awkward though. Oh my god, Brendan Urie. I used to be so obsessed with Panic at the Disco, but there's so many things came out against Brendan Urie that just was not a good look at all. So it's hard to start listening to that music again after knowing everything.
One of the things that outraged me so much is that she voted against the reauthorization of the Violence Against Women Act, which tries to protect women from stalking, from date rape, from domestic violence.
How as a woman would you actually vote against that? Like, I don't understand it.
Rushing President of the United States.
Their opinion is so ignorant. They don't know what they're talking about.
I think they are the
That's
ditzy
so
twits.
rude.
The dumbest.
Like, again, look how it's all men, like, shaming them for speaking up about, they were right about what they said. Like, they're allowed to have their opinion as well. Doesn't mean that everyone gets shut them down. It's all these crusty old white men.
The field and know I found someone to commit to. It'll be okay.
Oh my god, The Man. This was her creating The Man. That song was so spot on as well, and it speaks volumes for so many women who relate to this song. Like, I love blasting this song because all the lyrics just are so true.
Taylor Swift, the singer, she goes to court today against a former radio DJ she says once groped her.
Swift says this
the way as well you can see it in the picture. Like, what a piece of shit.
He got fired, then he sued me for millions of dollars.
Like, the audacity. The audacity. Actually assault someone. Gonna have to bleep that because of YouTube. And then to sue that person you did it to because there was consequences to your actions. Okay, be musty, dusty, crusty, male pastel.
Something is different in my life, completely and unchangeably different since the sexual assault trial last year. Like, and no man in my organization or in my family will ever understand what that was like.
Exactly, and I hate it now in this next scene that they all, mainly all the men, try to shut her down. I think it is all the men, just try to shut her down. Like, it's her career. The audacity these men had.
These aren't your dad's celebrities and these aren't your dad's Republicans.
Imagine if we came to you and said, hey, we've got this idea that we could halve the number of people that come to you next tour. The other thing, just from a security standpoint.
This is why you never listen to old male pastel men. Look how stupid they are here. Like, they're so annoying. One, I can't believe she's the Taylor Swift and they think they know better. Clearly they don't. They were like, oh my god, if you speak up, there's gonna be half people. Okay, look at the ERAS tour. You dumb idiots. It actually angers me so much at this moment because, again, as well, they keep interrupting the woman speaking. And that's such a common thing men do when a woman tries to voice her opinion or get a strong point across. They will just keep interrupting and not let you speak until you feel so beaten down the way she looks here that you don't even want to say anything anymore.
I just want to read you what I wrote, and I'm going to try to start. I just really want you to know that this is important to me. And this is something.
Like, shut up. Like, why do they keep interrupting?
I need to do this. I need you to just. I just need you to forgive me for doing it, because I'm doing it.
I love that for her, though. The fact that she's like, you need to forgive me because I'm doing it. Like, it's just on him at that point. I love seeing a room of women supporting each other. Like, look at this. Those male pals, crusty men in the other room would not be like this right now. They'd be like, you're being stupid. You shouldn't do this. But women. I love women. I love the community women have with each other. And, like, I know her dad was in that room, but it was really upsetting to see even her own dad interrupting her and not letting her get a point across. Like, I understand he was concerned for her safety, but he had a better way to go about it than keeping on with cutting her off all the time.
But you know what? Donald Trump likes my music 25% less.
So that's a win. That's a win. Well, I hope he wouldn't like it at all at that point. Like, please go away. Oh, this dress is iconic, but the fact she couldn't move in it.
Try this on that hair.
Yeah, she's got that, you know what? This is going to sound really ridiculous, but I can't move fast here.
I love that moment. This is so interesting that they obviously can't play the actual music in case of leaks. So it's just her hearing it in her ear.
Women in entertainment are discarded in an elephant graveyard by the time they're 35.
And look at her thriving. What is she now? 30 something? 34? Maybe? I'm not too sure. But it's so nice to see that she's still going on so strong and maybe her strongest she's ever been.
The female artists that I know of have reinvented themselves 20 times more than the male artists.
So true, bestie. Male artists just remain the same the entire time. They just come out in their sweatpants on stage, bring their little guitar and sing. But I love our pop girlies. I love that they do so much. Pop music would be so boring without them.
This is probably one of my last opportunities
as an artist to grasp onto that kind of success.
She thought she didn't know. Oh my god, if only she knew then what she has become.
She won by being a female, applying to the kind of female males want us to be in a horrendous 1950s world.
And that's what's like a big slap to the face, that you finally get a woman in, but then that's what she does.
Run and run.
She has her ear the way my ear always is, because I've always got my little ear poking out because of filming. So much so now that it actually goes upwards. Not a fan of that, but you know, it is what it is.
I want to love glitter and also stand up for the double standards that exist in our society. I want to wear pink and tell you how I feel about politics.
Yeah, I feel like Taylor Swift's been so healing for me in that department, because I also want to like embrace the glittery girliness that is life. And you shouldn't be shamed for being a woman and liking glitter and pink things. It's fine.
I'm trying to be as educated as possible on how to respect people, on how to deprogram the misogyny in my own brain.
That's such a thing for the girlies as well. It's so hard. But I'm loving like learning to resist it.
Sorry, that was a real soapbox.
No,
Why did I say sorry? We're like, sorry, was I loud? In my own house that I bought with the songs that I wrote about my own life.
Oh, that's so real of it. That's so true as well. Like, it is so common for women to always say sorry. Like, when do men really say sorry? Women are constantly saying sorry, like, oh, sorry, I existed. I love that from her.
Oh, I tried to practice my songs, but I completely psyched myself out and broke down crying. I don't know if I can do this. I want it so bad, but I get so scared of what might happen.
And she has it. She is there. Okay, that is the end of me watching Miss Americana. I really enjoyed that. It was really nice to revisit that movie again because I've been wanting to watch it for so long. So I'm glad we did it. Yeah, I guess after this was posted, I'm off to the ERAS tour. That's actually insane. I cannot believe it. And I won't believe it until I'm there. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this movie with me. I think it's a really good Netflix documentary and I love watching it. And I will happily watch it again. Obviously on my own, we're not going to do it again on the channel. But yeah, let me know what you think about the movie. Did you like the documentary? Did you not? What's your favourite Taylor Swift song? And will you also be at the ERAS tour in London for the last European days? Okay, anyway. See you sometime next. I don't know. Just because pick a movie now. Choose one to watch. Choose your fighter. Oh, wait. Just like awkwardly sitting here until you pick another thing to watch. Don't be shy. Don't make this more awkward than it has to be. It's only awkward because you're sticking around. If you click on one, it won't be so awkward. So, it's on you. Okay, bye.